So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. If this is your first time tuning in. So today in this video, we're going to give you another unconventional side hustle, another way to make money and get creative with making some extra cash. Right now, a lot of people are searching how to make some extra money. The economy is horrible for a majority of people, especially in this country. So people are always looking for ways to make money. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. By the way, my name is Robert. If you gain any value from this video, definitely consider subscribing, liking, and sharing on this video. Goes a long way to help out the channel. So today's video is going to be on art. Yes, that is right, art. If you are the type of person who can actually create some good art, this is going to be a good little side hustle for you. I have someone that I know that does this. They do different types of art, not necessarily the art you would typically think of. Now I'm thinking about I have two people. And it doesn't have to be on paper. We are going to talk about that as well. It doesn't have to be on canvas or paper type of art. I have somebody who does welding art. They make little sculptures and little flowers and things out of metal. They weld it together. And then I know somebody else who does art through knitting. So there's different types of art you can do. Now, some of the art for like metal is going to be a lot more expensive. It takes more time, it takes more skills. You have to have the equipment. Welders are expensive. So typically the art when it comes to welding sells for more. The art that comes from knitting sells for a little bit less. Obviously it's less cost, less barrier to entry, right? But again, this is also going to be important to know your location. For me, I'm in a rural area. But something that we have had happen here recently is we have a lot of local markets that have started popping up in and around our rural area. Being in a rural area, you have a lot of people who grow their own fruits and vegetables, grow their own meats and things like that, so they go to the market. But what I've been seeing now even more lately is a lot more jewelry side hustles. People will come out and sell their jewelry. I haven't seen any art yet. And I don't know if it's because somebody doesn't know about these markets or what, but I thought that's a good space to cover since we haven't seen any art people yet. So again, it can be just regular canvas paintings, oil paintings, whatever. I personally love art every time I go somewhere, especially if it's like a market, if I'm going out of the country. I always go to art galleries. I always go and check out people's art. I love the creativity. I love just displaying it in my home. I just love art. And that's something I haven't found around here. Now again, if you're going to be in big metropolitan areas, maybe it's not a good side hustle for you. Maybe it is. I don't know. But like if I can think off the top of my head, like in Austin, there's probably a lot of people doing art in Austin. So you probably have a little bit more competition. So you probably have to perform better, do better work. But you know, for here in the country, we have small markets. We don't have anybody selling any art, especially like canvas art. So your competition is a little bit lower, but still people want a good, value for their dollar. Now we'll quickly dive into pricing. How much are people selling this stuff for? How much am I paying for this kind of stuff? So whenever we have gone to some art, I guess, shows, if you want to call it that, they're not really art shows like in a building. They're kind of like on the streets. But anyways, typically you're going for about $30 to maybe $100 for some art. And it kind of varies depending on the difficulty or the material used or the size of the art piece as well. But that's, pretty good money, especially if you can sell a couple pieces. I have seen some people for the metal art, they literally will bring trailers and they basically are resellers, so they're not necessarily buying it for themselves. But I have seen people bring trailers and purchase a bunch of metal art and then load them up onto the trailer and take them elsewhere to go sell them for a higher value. So if you are a art maker and welding pieces of art out of metal, that's a great day for you. That's a really, really good day. They basically can buy you all out in one day. For some of the knitting stuff, I've seen people, purchase little knitting things for like their grandkids. They pay $300–400 for a bunch of little art things that are knitted. So again, that's a good day. If this is a little side hustle for you that you do maybe on a Saturday or on a Sunday, $300 a day for that is not bad. Same thing for the metal art. It's over $1,000–2,000 for one day. Not bad. I mean, technically you're welding on all this stuff during the week, but still, you go out there and you make $1,000, $2,000 is not a bad side hustle. For the art itself, again, in my area, it's very rural. There's not a lot of people who are doing art, and I haven't seen any art outside of my specific area going to other locations. I haven't seen any art that really catches my eye. So I would say you have to be pretty good at what you're doing and know your audience. For us, if you're in a rural setting, people like to see cattle, people like to see landscapes. We're in Texas, so people like to see longhorns, deer, wildlife. There's a lot of different things. Besides that as well, landscapes do very well, and just abstract art as well. I've bought a lot of pieces. I guess I'll kind of give you some examples. I bought some pieces with like tigers, but it's like dotted. I don't even know what this proper term is for. I don't do art. I just look at art and I like art. But I've seen that. Those go for a little bit more money. And then depending on the type of material that they use, also increases the value of it. The metal art takes more time, like I said, but I see it selling very, very often here in my location. That is probably one of the busiest art things that we have around here is art, metal art. I see people buying metal art all the freaking time. I have aunts and uncles who go and just shop for this metal art. So it is something that sells very, very well. And again, like I gave you the example about the 18-wheeler just coming in and pulling a bunch of art pieces from this person. You know, that's a lot of money. Not to mention the sales, because this person typically will come out on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays and sell. So that's 3 days. And from Friday to Saturday, they've sold so many to the public already. And typically on a Sunday, if they're gonna do like basically like a wholesale to somebody who's going to resell, they pick up whatever is left. So they're making pretty good money on a little side hustle. They're a little bit older, so probably retired in my opinion. I actually don't know, but I think they're probably retired. But yeah, they are pumping out a lot of pieces and pumping out a lot of money. So that's one good side hustle that I can give you guys. It's unusual, unconventional art, and it's probably art that a lot of people might not think about if you're not from the country. That's kind of something that people from around here tend to do. But yeah, and then the knitting, jewelry, there's a lot of different little artsy side hustles that you can definitely get into, guys. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. Again, not financial advice. Hope you gained some value from this video. Until next time, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.